Hey, what's up, guys? It's Brent, aka Bradlebees here, coming at you guys with a new series on my channel. Recently, if you guys watched last week's Road to Recovery vlog, you guys know that I'm getting back into my DBT skills that I learned. Dialectical behavioral therapy has been amazing for me in the past, and we just want to kind of go back over that and rehash some stuff. And honestly, I don't remember going over these acronyms the first time, so it's some good skills to... my camera almost fell. That was really scary. I just saw it slide and I was like, no, I'm not restarting this again. But anyway, we're going to go over interpersonal effectiveness today. And my camera's just going to keep sliding. Alright, got it. There we go. It's good. So today we're going to go over some guidelines for self-respect effectiveness. Keeping respect for yourself. Or the acronym FAST. Be fair, no apologies, stick to your values, and be truthful. So I guess we'll just go ahead and hop right into this. Be fair. Be fair to yourself and the other person. Remember to validate your own feelings and wishes as well as the other person's. Now, I think it's really important to be fair to yourself and not have ill intentions going into a conversation or anything like that. And, be fair to the other person's feelings, because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what conversation they just had. This kind of goes back to what I used to do, door to door. You never know what's going to go. You never know who's going to be behind that door. You never know what kind of day they've had. So it's not fair for me to push my agenda onto someone else if they're having a bad day, etc. Remember to validate your own feelings and wishes as well as the other person. The example that I used in therapy and my therapist used was, if you have a conversation with someone and you don't feel like your feelings are being validated, you're like, hey, I don't think that you understand where I'm coming from. Or, hey, I don't feel like my feelings are being validated right now. Can we talk about this some more? Something like that, okay? Now, this one is a big stickler for me because ever since I went over this worksheet last week, I noticed that I do this a lot. And that's no apologies. And the first big bold headline is, don't over-apologize. And I do that a lot. No apologizing for being live or making a request at all. No apologies for having an opinion or for disagreeing with someone. No apologies. No looking ashamed with eyes or heads down or body slumped. And no invalidating the valid. So, don't argue for the sake of arguing is one thing that we came up with yesterday in my session. Don't look like you're defeated. I mean, I think that's pretty common sense, but, whenever you're having a pretty bad day, it's easy to kind of be down, It's really easy to do that. And, you have your own opinion, and you're allowed to disagree with someone. Don't apologize for having a different opinion on something. And lastly, don't apologize for being alive or making a request. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, but, as a person, you have inalienable rights, and, don't feel bad for asking for something, and don't apologize for it. Next is stick to your values. Don't sell out your values or integrity for reasons that aren't very important. Be clear on what you believe is the moral or value way of thinking and acting, and stick to your guns. Pew pew. I think this one's pretty important because, the self is a very interesting word in itself. So finding what values you deem essential to your being, to yourself, is very important, and that's something my therapist and I have gone over. And just make it like 5. Don't make it any more than 5, just because any more than 5, then you're kind of getting complicated and it's harder to remember them. But loyalty is a big one for me, so I'll just use that as an example. I'm not going to make friends with someone who's not a loyal person. I find loyalty a very big deal. And, next point is be clear on what you believe is the moral or valued way of thinking and acting, or sticking to your guns. And I think this goes hand in hand with the first one. Sticking to your guns is like, if it doesn't feel right, don't do it, no matter what. If the situation doesn't feel right, it's not worth it. Okay? And the last one is be truthful. Don't lie, don't act helpless when you are not. Don't exaggerate or make up excuses. So, I wrote down on my notes, this is me to a T, or it has been me to a T in the past. So, don't lie. I used to lie all the time about random stuff, and it didn't even make sense why I was lying. The truth just was more boring, I guess, than a lie. I mean, you can make a lie whatever you want. The truth is the truth. Don't act helpless when you're not helpless. I think this is a big one for a lot of people who struggle with PTSD. I'm definitely calling myself out here. In the past, I felt like it was a lot easier to kind of just be helpless about something. But now, I'm in charge of my recovery, and that really doesn't make sense. You're in recovery for a reason. You shouldn't be helpless in your own recovery process. That's kind of counterintuitive. And don't exaggerate or make up excuses. This is something I'm doing right now because I'm still in the process of finding a job, and I lie about that all the time. But anyway, it's just one of those things, It's really easy to memorize this, it's be fair, no apologies, stick to your values, and be truthful or fast. So, give this video a thumbs up if you like it. I know it's a little bit longer than some of my other videos. But, anyway, like I said, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you guys like the video, if you're new around here. And, I'll come back with this instead of my Road to Recovery vlog, or I can do my Road to Recovery vlog and one of these, since I have about 20 handouts here that I have acronyms for days on. So, until next time, guys, this has been Brent, a.k.a. Braidlebees. I'm out. Peace.